Hello, everybody. What's going on? Are we sounding, looking good? Am I up here? What's going on? We're going to be going over the audio recordings that I captured with this last night. I don't know if we got anything, but we're going to find out together. And I was just kind of crash coursing Audacity here. Let me I'll bring that up here in a minute. How's everyone doing today? I got loud and clear. Right on. Right. Thank you, Sherry, for coming in. Random times for this show, so it's kind of always going to be. I don't know if I ever do anything scheduled like long term. It's hard to do that. I'm also very dehydrated. Born Not to Run. Did I miss out? I don't think you missed out. I mean, it's still up there. You can go check it out. You know, I was shocked at how many people were uh showed up last night. It was a 2 a.m. stream, and people were like, at one point I think I had like 55 to 60 people live at like 3 a.m. But it's cool. It's exciting to know that like people are really into this. And I put a post on Facebook. I said like you don't know when this stuff's going to happen. And it's usually at these really late hours of the day. So that's gonna have to be up and doing it. And I don't know. We're gonna find out if we got anything. And I'm optimistic. I know I put the drop recorder out before I went in to go to sleep, and then that's when I heard those like hells and all that. So hopefully that's on there. I did a quick crash course on Audacity. It's like an audio program, and so I should be able to amplify anything that we hear. Hopefully, what's going on, Oki? Good to see you. And I mean, let's get into it. Let me go ahead and bring this to the stage. Right on. Let's look. It's working. It's like it's coming together. Let me bring this window forward. And I just listened to a second of this, and all that big block right there at the beginning is the generator just roaring away. So I'll go ahead and let you guys hear what that kind of sounds like. Let me know. I'm going to shut off this fan back here for a quick second. It is a dry and very polleny 80 degrees here today. So not super. I am going to take a bath tonight because feeling pretty grody. I did my errand. At I did go to El Dorado. I got myself a nice double cheeseburger. That was like my first hot meal in about 2 days, and I probably won't have another one for another 2 days. And but I got sandwich meats, and I will probably heat up some hot dogs. But yeah, I went to El Dorado. I refilled up on water. I filled up. Had to get my jerry can filled up for the generator. I really didn't get much in supply wise. I forgot dips. I got chips, but I ain't got no dip. You know, and I really kicked myself because it's a whole thing to have to move this thing. It's a good like 45 minutes of like picking everything up, then like just get it to drive. But hey, it's all taken care of. Now I'm gonna settled in. But if I could have a drone deliver me some like really hot and spicy queso cheese dip, that would be awesome. I could really go for some of that right now. Let's get into this. So this was I broke down. I did log in the files and how these things usually record. And I believe this one I cut it off early. I think I took it in after I came outside. I set it back up right before I finished the stream from last night. So it got reset up probably around like whatever it was that we wrapped, maybe 4 a.m. somewhere in there. So like I said, this part I listened to a second of it. It's just the generator. Let me know if you guys are hearing that. Is that coming through for you guys? You hearing that? You hearing that, Jenny, right there? Scorpius, welcome. Yeah, I was almost going to post the weather report. It's like 88 tomorrow, and then the next day it's like 40. So it's like 50 or 40 down to like 32. Wild weather, wild weather. Say, hey, cool. So you guys can hear the audio. So this is all generator noise. You can just see it right here. That's all generator. So we're gonna skip past that. We're gonna we're gonna go ahead and take it to the end there. Let's see. Now my generator's on a remote start, so I don't have to be there physically to cut it off. I cut it off from inside the bus. I'll show you what I'm talking about, or not, because I don't know where my keys are. It's got a little key fob, and I could where is that thing? No, I'm just gonna now. It's the keys to both my house and my car. But anyway, so when it cuts off, I'm not actually physically there cutting it off. Now I see a few spikes we're going to be looking forward. Are you guys hearing this ambiance? Like, is that too quiet? Let me know if you guys are hearing that like ambiance right now. I'll go ahead and play it. Generator ends. There's some dogs barking. Got a spike coming up here. Okay. Coyote, maybe? A lonely coyote. That's kind of interesting. There's no response call to that. Got some stuff coming up here. That's kind of interesting. That's right after I cut the Jenny off. Let me go back and listen to that real quick. I don't know what that thing is. That's kind of interesting. Okay, that's something. What's going on, Scribe? What's going on, Amy? I think we might have something kind of, I don't know if it's mysterious or not. Let's I don't know what this thing is. What's that thing? What's that thing do? Go over there. We got one earlier. Where's the next one? Oh. I'll pause it whenever I see the stream kind of go down. That's kind of interesting. I'm not hearing a response call, for a coyote. What I like is a nice classic whoop. You know what I'm saying? Once we start figuring out like the base level, can I boost that actually? Let me go back here. Let me try something. Pause it. Let me see if I can use these skills I just learned. Effect, volume and compression, amplify. Let's take her up even more. Apply. Oh wait, I don't know if that's. Well, let's roll with it. Let's see what it does. This might be really loud. Okay, that's not gonna work. Undo. Yeah, undo amplify. Let's just take it up a little bit. A little bit. Amplify. Okay, that seems a little bit more rational. We hit it again. Way too much. Hold on. Wait. Stop. Undo amplify. I just want a little bit. Get a little bit amplified. And oh, maybe I can even compress it a little bit. Let me take it down to here. 10. And then can I use a limiter? What's normalize do? Remove DC offset. I don't know what any of that means. Let's just try it again. I could get a little bit louder, so okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Undo amplify. I can see it there. Can I zoom into that? Bop, 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 bop. There it is right there. Let me hear that first. Did I miss it? Right there. There it is. Okay. Double check. There it is. Right there. Effects. I'm like learning this too while you guys are watching, so I don't want that much. Let me just get like 10 decibels. Let's see what it sounds like. Okay. I'm sure there's a way to clean that up. Let's keep going. Okay, so we got that spot. Kind of like mark it somehow. Okay. Let it roll. Let it roll. Did we hear something? Let me go back to chat here. Tyler, good to see you. Michelle, great to see you. I couldn't believe Michelle was like, I'm gonna set an alarm clock to wake up at 2 a.m. Ooh, what was that? Some sort of bird. Ada, how you doing? Wave the sploot. What's going on? We got some stuff coming up here. Kind of dead. Got something right here. What was that? What was that? Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, what was that? Did anybody have a guess on that? Someone's bike tire pop? What the heck? Can I mark things? Hold on. Is there a way I can like mark? Draw a tool. I actually just need to like select region, zoom, transparent, resample pan, align. Tools. Things I will. Let me listen to that one more time. Then we'll keep going. I don't know what that is. What's going on, Hockey? Pause what you're doing. Hey, man, you gotta do that. You just listen to the background casually. I'm once again asking you to view the coyote sounds in spectrogram view. All right, I don't know what you're saying. I'm figuring this out as I'm living out here. So, oh wait, there's more of that noise. Huh? That's weird. Got some stuff coming up here. Now this should only be, I think this recording, what's the total time for it? I think it's only like 35 minutes because I set it out and then I heard those sounds and then I came out and did that little short. What's going on, Bigfoot dwarf? Going on? Mr. Morale, what's going on? I don't know. We're finding out now. You with me? I think we got. I don't know what that little like bike tire. Oh, here we go. We got something coming up. Got some stuff here. Got a big ping coming up. 2 of them. This is kind of fun. You don't know what you're going to run into. What is that? Interesting. I'm getting a better idea of. Hopefully, we get a little of this. I don't want to go too fast. Where oh, there's that. Looks like we don't really got too much happening. What was that? Yeah, let me zoom out just a little bit. I think I need to set the gain a little bit higher on that drop recorder. I'll go ahead and do that now. I need a charger up too. As soon as my phone's done. Got a little something coming up. What's that? Nothing. Adjust these settings and increase the gain on it, and maybe that will help pick up some. Record gain settings. I'm on 5. I'll go take it to. Oh, what was that? I heard something. Setting on 6. Another thing we got coming up here. I didn't think this would be like a fun stream because you'd have to listen to this, but I don't know if this will be interesting. I know in this first recording there should be whatever I heard in the bus that got me to come out there and do the short. That I can't imagine it not being in this. Kim Drescher, what's going on? Still working, but I'm watching along. Right on, right on. Skip ahead a little bit. We got a little bump right there. Wait a minute. Is it just... Where did the audio go? I don't know what this thing is. Did we lose audio? Stop. Where's the audio? Wait a minute. What's going on? You guys, I'm not hearing anything. Stop. Did I mute something? Enable silent monitoring. What does that even mean? Did I do something? What did I do? Undo. That's weird. I'm not even hearing that generator. Maybe I have to restart it. Yeah, save it. Save the computer. Save. That's weird. I wonder why the audio just stopped. Okay. Ugh. This is why it's frustrating to do this stuff. I was wanting to do this earlier when the sun was actually giving me good power because it's like the only time I can actually efficiently stream. Yeah, I'm already down to like 80% power. Okay. Oh, come on. Can we just stop with the... I mean, it's an audio file. Yeah, now get out of here. Just whatever. Just stop for a second. Okay. I don't know what's going on there. Let me bring Audacity back up. Okay. I got share screen, window. Let me import file, audio. Cannot import. Okay, here we go. We're back. That was weird. I don't know why I did that. Is it gonna work now? That is going. Let's go. All right, start the generator. What's going on? Where's the generator noise? Okay, there it is. Okay, there's that. And then right after that, we got some sort of like coyote sounding thing. Let me go ahead and back it up a little bit. There's that. And then we were right. This is where I think we were before it messed up. Don't know what that is. At this point, I was in the... was already kind of like... Oh, can I move down here? Yeah, I like that better. Can I be like... What's the options here? Never work on originals. Always work on backup copies. I only got so much hard drive space, you know? I already got a warning on hard drive space. I think I filled up 1 terabyte and just what I filmed so far. I gotta figure it out. There's no way there's I called up Jessie and I was like, I asked her for advice on like an external hard drive, and she was like, she had like a 4 terabyte one, and I got a terabyte, and there's no way I've already filled up a terabyte, and and she hasn't filled up 4. Doesn't make any sense. So I'm doing something wrong. What's going on, Oki? Yeah, it'll get better. I'm just glad we can hear it again. It's a big step forward. We got another one of them bumps coming up here. Well, I know I came and got this thing. Let me stop it. Let me go to, it took me probably like 15 minutes to, I'm going to go more towards the end. I think I'm going to go here. Let me take everything. Let me back it up. Let me zoom out a little bit. Let me affect volume compression, amplify. Oh, select. Okay, I guess I do. I might pick it up from this last line all the way down to where we get into here. That these big ones must be me actually coming out and getting the microphone. Amplify. I don't think I want to take too much, so let's just take it up to like 10, right? Can we not allow clipping? And let's rock and roll. Okay, this should sound a little bit better. So this is the last 20 minutes here of the recorder. So there should be something in there because someone got me out of the bus too. The spikes at the end, I'm assuming, is me actually coming out and cutting it off because I know at some point, and that whole section right here, that may be no, 2 mouses. That may actually be me setting up and streaming. I don't remember when I cut it off, but I know I came out. So I'm assuming these spikes right here are going to be the. I'm hoping they're the hells. I'm hoping it's what I heard. No. It does sound a little bit better. So I guess like 10 decibels is the most I should really amplify anything. It's almost 4 o'clock. Do you know where your cats are? I don't. Yeah, I'm shooting almost everything is over. I think the least I'm shooting with is 2.7K. Other than that, the DJI is shooting 4K. I might change that. I might just shoot everything 1080 just for a little while. Let me hear a Bigfoot. Come on. I really hope it captured that. Now, right after that stream, I came inside. I didn't even pick up the gear I put through the back door. I didn't even pick it up. I came right in. And I got down on my skivvies and I jumped into bed. And then I was out till I woke up. And then I was literally up for maybe 20 minutes before I did that short where I went to that Zora Cemetery. If you haven't seen that, I gave everybody a tour of Zora Cemetery, which isn't too far from here, within walking distance. 1 terabyte will hold up to 4 hours of video. Yeah, I'm probably a little bit past that. That's what I'm saying. There must be some compression. Oh, what was that? About 10 seconds. Thought I heard something. I don't know. I'm gonna try something on just this little section we already listened to. I'm gonna try a compressor. Don't know what this is gonna do. Then I'm gonna experiment with the amplifier just a little bit. Let me take it up to about out on. That keeps popping up. That weird like, I don't know what that is. No, it turns the garble if I do it too much. Oh, what was that? What's going on, Mickey? Yeah, I might be filming in a 1080 for a while. You guys hear that? Pause. Take it back here. There's got to be a way I can noise reduce. That's a thing, right? Noise reduction. Noise reduction. There we go. Let me experiment on this little section here that we didn't get nothing in. First, I'm going to amplify it just a little, not that much, but let's take it up to about 5. Apply. Let me hit it with the noise reduction. Oh, interesting. So I'll go ahead and undo that. Oh. Move up here. Now, let me see what this is. It's a weird noise. Jump up here, spike here. Let's see what that does. Got some more. No, this is the Scorpio Acid. This is the 32-bit. No, this is just the drop recorder right here. I think it's like a 64 gig or something like that. Just a regular drop recorder. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, we're going over some audio, an audio dump from last night's Bigfoot investigation here in Uwharries. And on this, somewhere in this should be whatever got me to go looking outside because I heard something right as I was about to lay down. And I'm thinking it's going to be Why is this thing? I know we're getting oh, does Scribe do that? Scribe, why didn't you tell me you do audio analysis? You up here? Fighting me today. Everything is fighting me today. I'm not frustrated at anybody here, but it's just like all day it's been technology fighting me. That's how it's been for the last 3 days. Is I can never get enough signal, and when I do got signal, then I'm running out of sun to power it up. It's been like that the entire time. Oh, Scribe's got like a setup for it. But man, every time I get into a good spot, I'm looking over there, and Starlink's just taking a shit. Okay, what's that? We back? Oh my god. Some jumps here. Okay. Sorry. Not to like dox where my family's at, but I have family that's visiting Casa Bonita in Denver. They're very psyched about it, and they're sending me pictures. Apparently, she sent me a picture of it. It was clearly man bear pig, but I think she just thought it was a gorilla. Like, oh, look, I found Bigfoot. I'm like, no, that's man bear pig. What are you talking about? Casa Bonita. I'm gonna start sending all this over to um, Scribe. Then I'm gonna see what you want. A bunch of audio files, Scribe. I'll do better logging all of it. The float recorder, every time I need to probably use it, but man, it takes AAA's, which I got. They're rechargeable, but man, it eats them up fast. You don't get nearly the longevity like of one of these, but it does take better recordings. So please do. All right, I'm gonna have to get like a. Oh, you got an idea for a future project for the bus? Ooh, here's, let me jump up here. But is there anything? You're in chat. Is there anything I should be doing with this audio right now? That you got any tips, Scribe? Like, should I be doing it? Is there anything I can do with this? I'm all ears. That's kind of interesting there. I don't know if you guys are hearing that. And let's go to this spike right. Let's go here. Oh, you guys, I think there was like an accident. Oh, listen. Who's honking the horn out here? Let's move ahead. Got some stuff right here. Another car. Right on. Oh, you can only hear me? You guys not hearing any of this? Waiting on audio from Night Out. Are you guys not hearing any of this? It's not coming through? That's an issue. What's going on, Hellbent Holler? You didn't miss much. I did get some interesting hells at the beginning. They appear to be coyote, but there was no response calls to them. Let me see if I can get to them again. And we'll jump back there. Are you guys not hearing this? That's like a coyote sounding thing. There's no immediate response. Are you guys hearing any of this? Yeah, can I just like boost this? I already got it boosted as much as I can here. Can you guys hear that? Let me zoom in on it real fast. Why does that? Why does it take the where the play button's away from? Let me see if I can just boost this area without blowing our ears out. Effect, amplify, not 30. Let's just go like 10. Let's not allow clipping. I don't like. Let's listen to that again. That's like a coyote sounding thing. Click the 3 dots above solo and select spectrograph. Where's solo at? Solo, 3 dots, spectrograph. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Let's rock and roll. This is the start of that same clip. Well, why can't you just say that, Scribe? No one can hear this. Oh, wow. Sucks. Okay. Well, oh, dang. What do I do? Can I boost this thing's audio? Settings. Audio. Did you say it earlier? I didn't say no. I didn't see that earlier. Okay, so how do I boost this up enough? Because I'm already maxed out on volume here. How can I boost it up even more without it? Let me. I'm gonna punch my Starlink in the face if it don't stop lagging. Amplify. I mean, do I amplify 19 times more? I don't want that. Just apply. See, then it turns to shit. Turns to absolute shit. Is there a noise reduction on this? Can you type like noise reduction? How to do that? Is it 3 dots above something? Let me undo amplify. Can you guys hear that? That's like pretty solid. Are you guys hearing that? Okay, how about how I need to do a noise reduction sample. Okay. A noise reduction sample. That's a car. So when you say that, a noise reduction sample, so like let's say I got just noise right here. There's nothing going on here. So I'll go to that. I go to the noise removal, noise reduction, get a noise profile. I'm doing? I'm gonna get a noise profile. Get a noise profile. So there it is, right? Effect, noise removal. Get a noise profile. Does it do it? Does it know what I'm talking about? Am I done? Have you passed it through a high pass filter? No, I don't know what any of this means, guys. This is my first day. What are you guys talking about? Okay, did I? But I mean, I feel like it would like in this like noise reduction. Right, I get a noise profile. Right, is it supposed to do something, or just because it's not doing anything? A noise reduction. Do I just take that down? Sensitivity. What am I doing? Like, is it doing it? Did it do it? I don't know. I may just have to call it off right now until I really need that crash course really bad. If anybody's won. Let's see. Let's go towards the end. See if I can pick up the howls that got me up. It sucks if nobody can hear this though. What am I doing? The high pass filter will remove garbage sound. Okay, let me Google that real fast. Google how to use high pass filter on Audacity. High pass filter in Audacity is used to pass frequencies above a certain cutoff of frequency, while annudating frequencies below that level. Open your audio file in Audacity. Select the portion of audio you want to apply the filter. Go to Effect menu and choose High Pass Filter. Set the desired cutoff frequency and roll-off options. Lost me there. Set the desired cutoff frequency and roll-off options, then apply the effect. This will help enhance the overall audio quality by removing unwanted low frequencies. Okay, so let's just pass it all through here. Let me back it up first. So let me just try this out here. Is Joe calling me now? Do you want to be on the stream? We're currently streaming. Do you want to be on? Then he hung up on me. How you gonna hang up on me? Okay. I already forgot what the thing was. Effects, high pass filter. Okay. Effects. Am I blind? High pass filter. Okay. Well, filters. High filter. There we go. Set it to 500. What was the other thing? 500 hertz. Apply. Applying. Did I do it right? Listen to it. Oh yeah, it's way better. Let's jump over here. here. Oh, that's me talking. I can hear me talking. That's the bus door opening. I don't think I did the high pass filter on this end though. Let me what's that thing in the middle? Apply. Okay. So if I'm getting out of the bus, it's crazy how loud that door is. Was the microphone sitting on the door? Okay, so maybe this is what that is. That's about 10 minutes behind. So let's jump here. Click the space to the left. Hawk, you have no clue how many times I about like threw this thing out the window, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna start an OnlyFans. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Click on the left screen area behind the mute solo effects slider. This will select the entire audio clip. Then you apply the high pass filter. Try hammer. Thought about that. There's still a rumble. Add a second high pass at 250 hertz. Interesting. What's on Bigfoot Dwarf? I think I would get a couple of subscribers to my OF account. What was the first thing that Joe said? I have ADHD. Click the space to the left of the screen, the gray area beneath the mute. Oh wait, no, I don't want to do that. Go away. The gray area beneath the mute. Solo effects left-right slider. Oh, I gotcha. So just click in there, the whole thing. So I can go ahead and just do the whole full high pass 500. Apply. Now this is the minute. So if that's my bus door opening up, let's go to, this might be it right here then. But are you guys hearing any of this? Like, is it coming through? That's crazy. There's a car horn out there. You hear it now? Okay, good. Right on. Okay, try a bigger hammer. I do have like a at least a 25-pound mallet from my machining days in that toolbox back there. I don't hear anything. Let's go here. Oh, there it is. That's what I heard. You guys hear that? Oh, you can hear me cussing. That's it. That's what I heard. That was it. We did it, guys. I don't know what the fuck that is. We did it. Teamwork. What is that? That's crazy, right? Is that Scribe? You've studied coyote on spectrogram. Is that a coyote? Yeah, we're gonna play it through it again. The last part's a little coyote-ish, but let's go back to that beginning. I like that because when I first heard it, I was so mad that it just did it when I went inside. I was about to lay down and go to sleep. Yeah, we go back here. Right here. I wish I could boost this audio just a little bit. Can I boost it now after I've done this noise reduction, a high pass filter, can I then amplify it more? If you're that loud, yeah, like I heard it from inside the bus. I was literally like, "Whoa, where did you come from? Where did you come from, Tarzan? Give me a kissy. No, you're not jumping. Give me a kissy. Mwah. You gotta get on bed, sweetie girl. Where's your brother at? What were we doing? The low frequency rumble was drowning it out. Okay, so can I run the amplifying over it again? Or is this like maxing it out where we're at right now? Let's listen to this again. Let's rock and roll. I might celebrate with like a Mike's Hard Strawberry Lemonade. What was that? Oh, I see. So I'm gonna highlight everything. Am I just highlighting that sound specifically, or can I amplify everything or section with the sound? I guess I'll just try it with this little section right here. Effect, amplify. Do you recommend a certain amplification? 19, I think, is probably about too much, right? Like it should probably be like 10. Okay, let's go 19. Let's go 21. Let's go 20. I'm a blackjack player. That works. Oh, it won't let me. Allow clipping? No. So it won't allow. Oh, so it would tell me when beyond. Okay. Rock and roll again. Let's hear this. Hey, did I do it right? Any thoughts on what that is? Thoughts, comments, concern? Now that gets to where it sounds kind of coyote-ish. because like there's some yips or something in there. It does, doesn't it? I've heard similar sounds on other shows. When I heard it, let grip the lower part of your graph. Oh wait, no. Grip the lower part of your graph and drag down the expanded spectrograph. This is the part where people assume I know what a spectrograph is. This is how I got all my jobs. So select. So select like this. I'm bringing it down. Is that the spectrograph? That orange thing? Grip the lower part of your graph and drag down to expand the spectrograph. Okay. Roger. I got it. Then I do the amplify. Then I go to amplify. I don't amplify it anymore. I mean, I can hear that pretty good. Or you mean talking about noise reduction? That looks cool. That looks very scientific. What's going on here? Doesn't it? Feel like science. The low bar separates the graph and the gray space at the bottom. The lower part separates the gray space from the bottom. So would I want it? The lower bar that separates the graph and the gray space. The horizontal bar, yeah, okay. The lower, yeah. I just put it anywhere? Like, can I start it here? Or is that too high? Or do I do it low, just where that noise starts up and then I amplify just that section? Man, I really need some dip for these chips I got. Can't believe I forgot dip. Here's what happened. I went in an old El Dorado. There's a cute blonde working behind the cash register, and my mind just went blank. I forgot everything but gas and water. I did get a double cheeseburger though. That was really good. It was one of those good double cheeseburgers where they had a new guy working the grill. He didn't know what he was doing, and that can go either way. That could be a terrible cheeseburger, or it could be the best cheeseburger you ever had. And I didn't rush him or nothing. It took like 20 minutes, but when I got that cheeseburger, it was like each patty was like a quarter pound. I was like a half pound double cheeseburger. Incredible. So spot on. We are not affecting the sound. We are just expanding the visual representation of the sound. Oh, I got you. So we're just looking at that sound. Brant Pence said El Dorado's got some good burgers. They do, and they get them from Black Ink. Like the beef comes from locally, like it's from around here. And when I was there, hey, just subbed right on. Welcome to the club, Shade Viking. Oh, and I met this trucker too. We'll get back to that side of the story though. But we'll go back to the sound thing too. Let me get this out real fast. What were they talking about? Cute blonde. Cat hair sleeves don't get jealous. It would have been. So it was like I saw the guy coming with the fresh ground pattied beef, like coming out of the truck with it into the place. And it is hard to beat those burgers. They are really good. And I met this Coca-Cola driver who he saw me park the bus. I park it over like next to the place, and he comes by and he's like, we just start talking. He's immediately like, man, I've dreamed of having something like that. And we just started talking for like 10 minutes. His name was Jamal. Jamal, if you're listening, he subbed to my channel. If you're listening out there, it was great meeting you. He was delivering Coca-Cola, one of the finest beverages in all the land. I got me a cheer wine for my double cheeseburger. Let's get back to this spectrograph. Let's listen to this again. If that was by itself, I would go like coyote, right? But then once it starts popping off again, hold on. Like that stuff like there, it's the ending, the way it trails off. That's me cussing at Bigfoot for interrupting my sleep. You never see Expedition Bigfoot get mad when a Bigfoot interrupts their sleep, I'll tell you that much. Hold control. Dude, you got a burger and cheerwine. It's the American way. Now there you can kind of maybe hear something else going off in the background. What's the general consensus here? Is this the this is a good question. I'll pause it for it. The microphone was set pointing on that picnic table that's off to the side, and I just set it up and pointing out towards the forest, not towards like the highway or anything, but towards the forest. And it was just sitting on the edge there. So I think that's east, right? Let me see which way my Starlink's pointing. Oh, I can't see my Starlink. Wait a minute. But that way. So that would be, yeah, east. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, laying like this, and I just set on top of the, left it hanging, just slightly hanging over the picnic table so that nothing's touching the mic. And then I just let it go. That's why the generator was so loud in the beginning, because it was like right next to it. Oh, okay, let me go back to this other one on here. Hold control, scroll up with your mouse wheel to zoom in. Oh wait, no, did I mess it up? Hold control and then, oh, here we go, like this. Look at that. We're doing science, folks. Look at this. Scribes the expert. What do you think, Coyote? We got coyotes going on here. Reverend Wolf VIP. What's going on? So we're looking forward to your live hike later. Then, absolutely. Okay. Huck said I'm going to have to pay Scribe now more than Joe does. Thank you, Reverend. Hope you have a good day as well. We're waiting on the expert analysis of Scribe to let us know. Is this Coyote? Mommy, do you want me to send you a link? Do you want to come on, Scribe? Are the calls below 1,000 hertz? Yes, they are. Well, wait a minute. Let me wait a minute. I learned something. So I can I can do this. So that's 1,000 hertz where that line is. So they're actually right at 1,000 hertz, right? Am I doing it right? If I was an astronaut on the International Space Station, maybe I just like appeared there, like some anomaly. Um, I would have 1,000 NASA scientists just hating my guts, having to explain everything to me. Doesn't sound like coyotes here, but it could be. That's the thing. It doesn't sound like coyotes here. They get real round, chaotic. Um, oh, this is good information right here from old Hal Van Holler. Coyote usually goes 1,000 to 10,000 hertz. High pitch calls up to 40,000. So this would be something smaller than. I mean, does this go according to size of animal, or is this like would a frog be everything below 1,000 hertz? But like a bird, I could see like a bird being really loud and it's small. It could be up to it could be louder, right? Corey says it looks 800-ish according to the graph. I mean, I can zoom in more, but it doesn't actually. Okay, Scorpius, if it's 800 to you, it's 800 to you, man. I'll give you 800, I guess. I want to say 950. I think it's 950 hertz. What if Julia got that sound last night? Is she out here in the Uwharrie area? Close in there. If he's within coyote range. Okay, so loud coyotes, maybe. What was, out of curiosity, what was those vocals on the Morris Mountain documentary? Do you remember what the spectrogram was for that? What the hertz was for that? Scribe, do you want to come on? I'll shoot you a link. There's no coyote union enforcing standards. You don't know that. You don't know that. My brain gets confused because those two. Now I have two mice running around on my screen. I don't want that. That's too. I'm too big. That's a good size. I like that. We can roll with that. Fliggy lives close to Ashboro. Yeah, I know she's from out this way. That's where I want to take the bus. I want to take the bus to Julia's property. Let me check my Discord real fast. I'll replay this while I do that. I'll see if Scribe wants to come on. Where's my invite link? Invite guest. Copy. Copy. Going to the Discord. Going to the Discord. I sent you, Scribe, the invite in the Discord. I slipped into your DMs. Are we back? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I saw it pause for a second. Sorry. I gotta. But let me see. When's the door open up? When's that happen? We still got a little bit before I even open the door. Let's back up a little bit. Can I back it up just a little bit? Back it up. Back it up. Let's jump to here now. Oh, I need to do that same. No, I did the high pass filter on the whole thing. That's right. So that might need some noise reduction. Scribe has the link. If Scribe comes on, Scribe, remember your non-compete clause. It's not a real thing. You can fight that in court, Scribe. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know how the Scribe would she just appear. Whoa! Everybody, it's a big moment. I gotta do it proper. I want to welcome everybody. Let me introduce you.
So,
Hey, what's going on?
hey.
Okay, so we're gonna figure this out together.
All right. So now that I can give you directions instead of typing, so zoom in like you were, right?
That's
Remember
just
how to do
control
that?
and scroll with the mouse.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, we're doing it.
I'm just scroll in really far.
Just on anything in particular, or
Well, no, where we were with the
okay.
coyotes. Yeah. If you zoom in too far, it takes forever to zoom. It takes forever to get there.
Let me just go ahead and highlight this again. Now zoom in.
There you go.
Are we all sounding good? Chat, we sounding good. All right. You look for a special guest on Strange
I know,
Background.
right?
That's a big deal.
I'm honored.
Okay, now what are we looking at?
All right, zoom in. Yeah, zoom in really far, just so I can see
like really far.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I wanted.
Okay.
Wait, zoom out. Just wait. Hold on. Back up just a little bit.
Say when.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. Now that's one of the coyotes, right? Or supposed coyote. Yeah. Okay. Play it for me.
Again?
So it.
Oh.
No. I'm leaning towards coyote just because of how. So, let me see if I can find an example of like.
I think it's Bigfoot. I walk away.
It's Bigfoot. I'm done.
It's Bigfoot. I'm done. It's Bigfoot or bust.
Let's see. So. No, I'm keeping multiple channels going, actually. Sorry, I'm responding to. Is that Joe or Jesse? I don't know.
I'm actually going to put on my headphones. I'm having a hard time. Not you, it's my deaf ass.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. I wish I had some ready examples, but it's the smoothness of it. Because coyotes usually, like with all canines, they have a little distortion at the beginning and the end.
And so like this, is like the distortion you're talking about, this section here?
Yeah, like kind of like that, but more so like see on the second one where it's a lot clearer.
Yeah.
See on the beginning where it's kind of let's see.
Right here.
Yeah, like right in. I wish I could give me full access to your computer. I'm just kidding.
No. You don't want to see the horrors that are on this. The horrors and horrors that are on this computer.
But yeah, let's see. And I know there's a way to hold on. Let me pull up my Audacity. Yes, I'm sure.
If you want to share yours for, I can bring that up if you want to.
Yeah, give me a second. Let me.
Yeah, I got pictures of kittens. All right, Kim. That's what I got.
Yeah, kittens. That's it.
Kittens. That's what I call
You mean your cougar?
them. Cougars, kittens, well, all that.
Hold on. I have to respond to something.
Check on chat. What we got? Pick some eggs. Beavers. God, don't get so crasp, Hawk. Come on. This is a family show, for Christ's sakes. Everyone is slightly starstruck that scribes in the stream.
Hey. Let's see.
Okay, we're back, everybody.
All right, send me a copy of that file so I can pull it up.
Just the raw file you want?
Just the raw file. Just
Okay,
copy it and send it.
Where do I do that? Do I go do that here? Copy?
You can go to your, well, it depends on how you have your folder labeled, but you can go to your documents and just, or, you can go to.
I have a lot of windows open. Hold on, I'm getting to it. It's on the, it's in my external hard drive here. I can access it right now.
Folders.
Yeah, I got it right here. So what do you want me? Yeah, share it.
Yeah, just through Discord. That's fine. If it'll let you paste it, it should.
I think it should. Hold on. Copy. StreamYard is sharing a window. I don't. What does that mean? It's too big of a file.
Oh, okay. Then send it. Just send it through email. I'll send you. Hold on.
It's 50 megabytes. Oh, wait, what was it? Let me check it real fast. It is. Oh, it's 401 megabytes. Is there a way I can just?
That's not how you spell that. Hold on. There. That's my email. Just send it to my email.
I gotta do it proper. Everybody, it's a big moment. Is that me playing me again? Wes Morris audio attach. Audio Wes Morris and large files must be shared with Google Drive. Attachments larger than. Okay, got it. It should be sent. It might just take a minute.
That's fine.
Let me make sure it's sent though. Did it? I don't see that.
There we go.
Oh, you got it?
Oh yeah.
It worked.
Should. Fuck. I don't. There's no file in it. I don't think.
That's what I was wondering. Okay. Let me try it again.
Come on, Boomer.
I'm trying. This is all new stuff to me. Let me attach file. Okay, so it's too big, whatever, 400 megabytes.
It's too big for email too.
It says your file is larger than 25 megabytes. It's 401 megabytes.
That's crazy.
It's a WAV file.
I don't see.
Is there a way I can compress it? Bigfoot Dwarf says something about compressing it.
I don't see why you couldn't, but I don't see why it won't just email.
Can I just take this chunk out, or?
Wait, how big? How many hours or whatever is it?
I don't think it's that long. It's only like what, 35 minutes or something?
Yeah, this should send just fine.
Yeah, I have to like pay for this Google Drive thing, I think.
Pay for Google Drive to send an audio? That's
Well, it's
weird.
not doing anything. Like I take a screen where it's like, oh, it's loading up now. It's just gonna take a long time.
Oh, it's just not done.
I'm setting it again, but it's just like really going slow.
Yeah.
So it'll be sent as a Google Drive link.
Enhance. I'm so glad I blocked the mess in this room. It's bad.
Oh, it's really messy in here.
Well, I'm trying to pack stuff to move to my girlfriend's, so it's all messed up. Refresh.
It still is it's not even close. We're at like 5%. So I don't know.
There's got to be a better way to send files.
Well, it may be the Starlink. Like we're having a lot of issues with it. It keeps stuttering and all that.
Excuse me.
Let me see if I shut down some of this extra stuff I got going on. Maybe it will. It's out of gas, or you need to change the spark plug. Is there anything I can do now with this?
Let me pull it back up. So let me pull up a file that I know I have so I can tell you, because I can do things, but I'm not a teacher. Okay. He means am I not a teacher? So I kind of have to like do it to tell you.
I'm the opposite. I can't be like taught over anything. I have to literally have someone sit there and like show me like that's what you got to hit, like point at it, and then like I can do it then.
I mean, I can learn.
If I start listening to like a tutorial, the second they start going like, okay, now go into program files and project management, go into access, blah blah. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like I'm already gone. Like.
All right, so okay, that is how that works.
I guess. What do you want to look at?
No, scroll back in just a little bit. Now take your mouse.
Okay.
And go down to the right. Nope, go back up a little bit. Right, like right where the file, like the window ends for the file. No. Like bottom, like down. This is not easier.
Wait. You did. Okay, wait a minute. Repeat what you just said. Go down to the bottom of the file and go to the right.
That's the whole window. I'm talking about.
Like right here. This thing?
No, not that side. Okay. Words. It's like the Three Stooges. Sans one stooge. So like the bottom, not the end, the bottom. You see where your mouse is right now?
Yeah, I see the mouse.
Yeah, pull it down. Click it and pull it down. You didn't. No, whenever go back up to where it originally was, where it showed the arrow going up and down. Oh, you froze. Hold on.
Go back. Okay.
Okay.
So don't pull anything. Just go down to the bottom of it.
Right. Just a little bit further. Like a hair. Yep, right there. See where your mouse changed? Right there.
Oh, yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now click and hold.
Click and hold.
And pull it down.
Okay.
There you go.
There was an easier way to describe that. I just want to put that up.
I'm sure there was. But like I said, I'm not a teacher.
That's like right on the line for 1,000. So that was a. Okay, so we got a good look at the spectrograph.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, honestly, because it's probably partly because it's so far away. Like whenever you recorded it, the sound, the way it picked it up.
Mm-hmm.
But it does. See how it's got like the kind of. I wish you could see my mouse too, but like right there, right at the beginning of it.
Right here.
Yeah, you see how it's kind of like it's not one steady line. It kind of like
it sort of gradually turns into a line.
Yeah, it up and downs and then turns into a line, and then it kind of fades out in a couple different lines.
Yeah, then over here
and
it kind of
got that
like
break in there too. Like that's more indicative of like a non Bigfoot creature, like especially like canines with the beginning part. Because it starts off kind of.
That's good. We got like an explanation for it now.
Up and down.
Now, do you have any like you've seen the spectrograph for like alleged cryptids and what they look like?
I will find some to show you actually.
Yeah, do you want to bring it up? You can put it on the we can present.
Whoa.
I'm curious now, like what I should be looking for.
I see how that works. I've never streamed before. This is my first time streaming. So.
Yeah, you should be able to hit. Can you hit that present or invite button, or do I? Yeah, I may have to do. Okay.
The present button. Yeah.
Yeah, that gives you options. It's just like Windows or.
Yeah, slides, video file, image file, share screen. All right, so let me find a good one. I'll tell you who has a lot of good ones, even though I don't particularly like the person, is Thinker Thunker.
I don't know much about. I watched his videos. At least I don't know if he's still putting out videos, but I
think he is.
Okay. I know he's a bit of a contentious person in the community.
Yeah, he's a little bit passionate. And he also
Let's get some drama going. What's his deal?
I don't like to tell tales out of school, but
I gotcha.
He claims that he discovered something that has not really discovered.
Oh, you're talking about the length thing?
Yeah. So
it's been around for a long time.
That's been a scientific thing for a long time. Like there is a name for like measuring the ratio of primates' limbs. Like that's not
like limb ratio.
Yeah. I can't remember. Cliff said it one time, and I was like, that is a big word, and I'm not going to remember that.
I could have sworn they did it in that Sasquatch Legend Meets Science documentary from way back in the day. Didn't they do the same thing with
I haven't seen that one in a long time.
Yeah, it's been like 15 years.
Cliff mentioned it on him and Bobo's podcast on one episode, and I was like, I need to write that down, and then I never wrote it down. Or I thought I did, and then I didn't. But yeah.
I may be wrong, but I feel like that Legend Meets Science.
Lost you again.
And we're back.
There you go. Let's see. excuse me.
That makes me want a soda. In fact, I'm gonna get a Dr. Pepper. I'll be right back. Eh,
Bring
do
one.
you mind entertaining the masses?
Oh yeah, I guess. No, go ahead. I'm gonna look for this. I'm gonna look for a spectrograph. It's not what I want. Because I know I've seen one of
Okay, and I'm
the
back.
Ohio howl.
Oh, you have that? Oh, excellent.
No, I don't have it. I've seen it. I'm sure I can find it. Here we go.
Okay, we're back.
What really sucks is the fact that the like I know a lot of people aren't fans of the BFRO, but the forum, the BFRO forum, had like so much crap. Like it had it from like people like Monongahela too, and like it was all gone now.
Oh, you mean like what do you mean? Like good information, and then it's all gone, or
Yeah, and I mean, well, I'm sure like people like Monongahela, you know, they had that. It was stuff that they had, but like you don't have ready access to it anymore because the forum host for the BFRO forums shut down, as a lot of forum hosts have.
oh, really?
Since,
Is that
yeah,
why I never understood why the BFRO website's so like outdated. Like it hasn't changed almost at all in 15 years. It seems like
it hasn't. I mean, I don't blame them for that. You know, like it works. I mean, it works for what
it just
Cliff
seems
and
like
them
with websites like that Bigfoot hotspot, it's like that's what you would expect the BFRO to be basically doing at this point.
Bigfoot hotspot.
Yeah, there's like a Bigfoot world hotspots, and it's like live as it's happening, like sightings and all that being reported. So like you can go on this giant map. Big Warp actually goes on there quite a bit.
Or do
I'm
you
probably
mean
saying,
Bigfoot? You mean Mapping Project?
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, yeah, they've got a whole new map and all that.
Yeah, it's like really sleek and cool, and
Yeah, it
that's
is. It's got a lot of bulk information as well that kind of like I don't know why they have it. So like plant species and animal like stuff like that where you can just mark it. I don't know
oh yeah.
why. Doesn't make sense. And it's just like out in the middle of nowhere around like no Bigfoot sightings. I'm just like, why is this
Do you
a
think just to
thing?
like fluff it up, make it look like it's bigger, like you know what I mean, like just to add more something to it?
No, I don't think so. Maybe. But I mean, that could also just be an interest of somebody on the project, you know, to keep track of, you know, biological stuff and all that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's hard to keep track of it, especially like a lot of the information isn't filled in. It's just like, oh, there was a Bigfoot sighting, and then that was it. And it's like, where did you get the information from? Like, did it come from the
Oh
BFRO?
yeah,
Because there
yeah.
are BFRO, you know, reports that they have placed on the map, but like, there's a lot of them that you just pull it up and
Can anyone just go in there and type a Bigfoot report in and pop it in?
I honestly don't know. I haven't tried.
I'd be curious if like you could just go in there and do that because that would be if there was like no barrier of entry, then
Yeah.
it's really not like I don't know. It would be like good to use.
Because like and I mean they do have like I said the BFRO, the publicly available reports, and then the like John Green's database. I know they pull from a couple other like citing like reporting places. um but I don't know where they get some of these from. I'm actually gonna
Well, there used to be like early in the internet days, like probably the 2000s. Like there used to be a bunch of Bigfoot reporting sites, like smaller ones, but there'd be like
Yeah.
East Carolina Bigfoot reports and all that. And they were very crude websites, but they're all gone now. But it's like, what happened to all those reports? Like that's what I'm kind of curious about. Like, how many reports have we lost just in the scatter of things?
No, exactly. And I mean, like you've got the big one, bigfootforums.com. You've got that. But
Yeah,
even then, anybody can post on there. Like when you have reports from places like the BFRO, where they actually investigate and look into it before they publish anything.
yeah.
Like
Which
you
is the
don't have.
best benefit of the BFRO. They at least have somebody interviewing, like going out there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's like this one here. I wonder if how do I do this?
I wish Scorpius says, I wish they'd take their time to repair their Android app, which has been missing
Yeah.
some time. Is that for the BFRO or for that?
That's for the mapping project. Like I literally just paid $2 to have it on my phone and it doesn't work because they don't even have an announcement that it doesn't work.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because it was based on their old map, and whenever they updated the new map, they didn't. I don't know if they're working on it. I mean, it's not like it's a hard thing to do since they already know how to do it. But
You think the app would be where like you'd make your money off of this, like to keep things going, So you'd want to
no,
like
yeah, exactly. That's another thing. Let me. If I hit share, I don't know which screen it's going to share. Let's see.
Michelle in chat's actually starting her own report center, and it's for everything. It encompasses all cryptids and paranormal, and I think it's specifically for the Southeast. If she's still in chat, I don't know if she's ready to like reveal it to everyone, but I would totally put the
I
link
would
in.
be down to seeing it.
It's really intriguing because like there's so much going on with this activity. It's not just like one thing or another. It ever seems to me. It's like there needs to be like some sort of system to categorize everything all in one place.
No, I agree.
NW Native Tracker BFR doesn't always get it right when investigating. They also leave out a bunch of info or don't understand it. Yeah, absolutely. That's like the downside to it. I guess it's like they just do the most as far as having some sort of barrier of entry. But there's a lot of reports. I know a few BFRO investigators, and I got the inside scoop if I ever need it. Like they're sending me like the stuff that they isn't posted publicly. But yeah, there's a lot left out. I filed a report with the BFRO here in Uwharries years ago, maybe 10 years ago, whenever I had that knocking incident. And it's never like, I never got any type of call. No one ever talked to me about it and never got posted. So like that's my report's just sitting there somewhere in a back room, I guess.
Let's see. What do I need to go back? Present, share screen.
Oh, Scorpio says she shared on the Discord. So yeah. Yeah, I knew she shared on the Discord. I don't know if that was something where she wanted it, if she wanted like me posting it publicly out here. I'm excited about it though.
I'm going to share it. Oh, here we go. This is what I want.
I'll bring this down.
Yeah, that's right.
Mickey Richards says BFRO doesn't report what they don't understand. I wonder if that's going to change here. A lot of the old guards kind of, I think, getting out, or I don't know. I feel like there's a change in the change in the winds with the BFRO. I feel like here soon. I think in the next 10 years it'll be a little bit of a mix-up. I wouldn't even say 10 years, like 5 years.
I honestly don't keep up like that anymore.
I know. I'm just friends with a few people that are in it.
Yeah.
But I know it used to be very much against the woo, but then like some people I talk to, like who are in it, they're like, no, they're kind of starting to, at least in certain regions, the investigators in certain spots are being a little bit more open-minded to that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Mickey Richards says, "Flesh and blood is all they see!" Exclamation point! Exclamation point!
I need to bring this over here so I can see chat without having to crank my neck all the way. There we go.
I mean, they did invite in the BFRO's defense. They did invite Hop and a Holler out to that South Carolina meetup. So
Yeah,
that's getting there. I mean, that's opening
it's a
the door
little.
up.
Yeah, they're getting there.
Okay, so I gotta do I have to, add it to stage now? There we go.
There you go. Yeah, but yeah, that's see like all the diamonds.
Can you zoom in a
Like
little bit? Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay, I'm seeing them now. Oh yeah. Wow, what is all that?
it's here. I'll show you. Like yellow ones are like animals, and green ones are plants. Or no, it's not plants. What even is the? Where's the little whatchamacallit legend? That's what I want. Yeah, it's supposed to be a plant, so why is that showing a bird?
He got in the way. He photobombed the plant.
Obviously.
Birds are arrogant jerks. I don't know if you know this.
Oh, I know. My truck was a testament to that from yesterday parking in the school parking lot. But yeah, like I don't understand why they have all the naturalist stuff.
That is
But
odd
like
because you think that would just slow down, like loading process, like in the technical
yeah,
sense, like just loading things up. It's eating up a lot of space.
no, yeah, exactly. But like see you have
I could see if it was like birds and different animals where they would have like the audio call where you could like,
mhm,
okay, maybe that's what I heard. Okay.
no, exactly. But like you have the track, sound, sighting, John Green database, new sightings, no defined type. I don't even know. Worldwide sightings map. So I'm assuming that's for like Yeti and Almasty and orang
Yowies,
pendek
yeah, and all that.
yowies. Um, but yeah, that it kind of like clutters it all. God, that zooms out way too quickly.
Scorpio said it's because it's part of the GIS set the map it's using. There are layers from other maps. Oh, interesting. But I guess but you don't have to. They wouldn't have to necessarily include that in their version, right?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't think you'd have to, because like I don't know, unless that's just the base for what map they're using. Like they just picked that map to use as a base.
Oh,
Then
they're like overlaying on that.
mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then. Where are we going into now? This
Where the hell am I? Hold on, let me zoom out. Oh, that was around Vidalia. See, because like this is where I'm moving to, and like some of these sightings, I'm like, I don't think you saw what you think you saw.
Oh,
I
really?
think that's the one. Well, I think some of them are outdated too, because Macon has grown up a lot in the past, like 20, 30 years. But like
I've
you
been to
also
Macon, I
have.
think once, but I think it was like 10, 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do a
Come on
variety show, a weekly variety show?
down. We should do a variety show,
We
man.
should do a variety show, like a vaudeville act. Is that
No.
what you want to see me do, Joe? You want to come here and spin a hat on a stick? Where's Macon in terms of?
Atlanta.
Yeah, I guess Atlanta. Because is it more westerly or easterly of?
God, that's a big jump. Okay. No, see, here's Atlanta right here. And then Macon's
Okay.
down here.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm right here.
Yeah, I would think you'd be very close to some like active spots.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at Augusta. Like, that's
See if we can blow
what?
that up just a little bit.
Oh, God, that's bright. Sorry. I'm blind myself. Um, what do you
That's an
mean?
issue I've
Oh,
been having in the bus. It stays very dark. When I make thumbnails, to me they seem brighter than they are. And then when I like last night's thumbnail was like too dark, and I was told that, so I lightened it up, but it still wasn't enough.
yeah. So I think that was a BFRO report, but I think the URL is kind of messed up. I would have to pull up the BFR. Let me do it over here real quick. Since I already have it pulled up. Reports, Georgia, and that would be. Is that Richmond County still, or is that? That's Fort Gordon, so that would be Richland County, Richmond, whatever. Let's see.
Feels like it's so small I can barely.
Here we
Oh, yeah, it
go.
would actually take you to the BFRO site.
No, I pulled it up physically since the URL's
Oh.
messed up. So both of these yellow ones are these reports from like 79 and 65.
Wow. What's the 65 one?
Hold on, let me duplicate tab so I can pull it up over here without straining my neck. Let's see.
I was wondering what was going on over here.
So wooded area adjacent, is it? Let me see what it looks like with you having it pulled up, because that's, oh wow, hold on 1 second. I need to fix that. I need to change. Let's see, how do I change which screen it's displaying to? Hold on, let me kill this real quick.
Yeah. How about Holler said I'm in and out of the stream. Which report are we looking at? Macon, Georgia. Was that Richland County, 1965?
Richmond.
Richmond
No,
County.
that's Augusta, Richmond County.
Oh. Okay, everything I said was wrong.
Yeah, stop being so wrong.
I'm always wrong. Mickey Rich said I visited the Alberton County Jail in Georgia 30 years ago. Were you just visiting, or were you like a guest?
No, I don't want to edit name. Hold on. I need to kill Discord real quick. There we go. Now you can pull the screen back up.
Oops.
There you go. Now you can probably read it a little better.
Yeah, I can even get it a little bit bigger. You can even go maybe just a little. There we go.
There you go. All right.
We're doing
yeah,
it, guys.
This was like on Fort Gordon in the military housing. And this was what, 460 years ago? So there was like probably nothing of Augusta, because there's really not anything out there right now anyway, except some.
And Fort
like,
Gordon's not a big base now, really. Is it even? I'm not even really familiar with Fort Gordon.
Let me pull up. Let's see. Stop that.
It's not like in any type of comparison to like Fort Benning or anything like that.
I wouldn't know. IR Marine. I know 3 places.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
San Diego.
You're Navy. I'm sorry.
I'm what?
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. You're Marine.
That's what I thought. But yeah, that's Fort Gordon right there. So like all of these neighborhoods were not there 60 years ago.
Oh, so it was just an island out there and it was all wilderness around it.
Yeah. That's, I mean, some of this was on base housing, but like that's literally all
Wow.
after 60 years. So like, and then of course you have, you know, all the ranges and stuff. There's nothing out there. What better place
I've
for
often wondered if shit goes down on the ranges and like do they ever get hit like a Bigfoot or some sort of cryptid? Do they ever get hit? And
I
then
think they're
like
smart enough to know where
bombs are going to be falling at some point.
yeah, where tanks are going to be shooting and bombs are going to be where, you know, mortars are going to be falling and stuff. Because it's not, you know, they're all designated ranges. They don't just go out in the middle.
And like if I was like, even if I was like a de-evolved human, like a chimpanzee, I would know like if there's like a bomb drop somewhere, I'm probably just going to avoid that whole spot entirely.
Yeah, there is a lot of explosions over here. I'm not going to mess with that.
That would be my logic. But then again, I've seen plenty of cows get, so the cows haven't caught on to that yet.
Yeah, they're a little bit farther behind. Cows don't have to worry about that. That's the thing.
Did I ever?
Just
I
wanna
don't remember. Cause me and Scribes hung out at multiple conventions at this point. Ever tell you about that cow getting shot up at the machine gun range? It was just like grazing behind it. Yeah, that was like it's the moment I fell in love with my captain. Because if you kill a cow on Fort Hood you have to pay for like 5 generations of that cow. So all to the farmers that lease the land to the military, they put all their old decrepit cows out range, so that they get blown up, and then you can get like 5 times the money worth for a cow. And it was a nighttime machine gun range, and they have plywood targets up 300 meters out, and we were just lighting it up, and we didn't know that there was a cow behind one. So the captain came in the next day, and we thought as soon as we heard that a cow got shot, we're like, we're gonna be like in trouble. It's like $30,000. And the captain came in. He was like, I heard you guys shot a cow on the machine gun range last night. Absolutely outstanding. That's the stuff I like. He was so thrilled. He was like, you guys got blood last night. That's good stuff. It's like, oh yeah, it's good stuff. He was like a little jacked up. He was like my size, but he was really jacked up little dude.
That's awesome. Amazing. That's my stuff.
Yes, outstanding, gentlemen.
Outstanding. Oh, that one's right here. So that's like on the main side.
Oh, what?
Where the hospital and all that. This footprint right here.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Is there like a decaf right there? Why would it be? Can we zoom in?
I can zoom in. I don't think
it doesn't have labels. I guess.
No, it's not going to have labels.
That would not be good for our enemies. But,
well,
oh wait, visitor center.
Vincent Hall. I don't know what Vincent Hall is. Those might be chow halls. I don't know. I don't know. My roommates would know more, but they're in Atlanta right now. They both were stationed there. I don't know jack about Jack. Let's see. But yeah, this is where I'm moving to.
You got a few things around there.
I know. What we've really got is National Wildlife Refuge that follows.
That's where
Okmulgee.
Oh, I bet you there's some stuff going on right there.
Oh yeah. There's here, let me show you one. Or was it? Was it there or was it? Huh. I don't think they have all of the BFRO ones on here yet. Because there's one like somewhere out here. Or was it farther down? It may have been farther down. Because I was doing... So Macon, the city...
Yeah.
Is not in Macon County.
What?
Macon County is like down here.
Did like the county commission not talk to the city at all? like was there just a disconnect?
I don't know. I would have to look it up again. I was reading it and was like, that doesn't make any sense. It's named after the same person. They're both named after the same person, but Macon is in like Gibbs County.
That would be so
I don't know.
confusing.
It is. It is confusing. And so like whenever I was trying to like look for like sightings and stuff around my area, I was looking at Macon County and it was giving me like sighting, like these sightings right here.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. And then I looked at the actual, then I was like, wait, that doesn't look like Macon. And
Is
so I
Macon
looked
even close to
Macon,
this county?
like Macon's here. Hold on, I'll pull up the Georgia County. Yeah, Bibb. Stop that. It won't zoom in. Here you go. Bibb County is right here, right?
Okay. Yep.
Here, let me click on it. There's Bibb County with Macon.
That's where Macon City proper's at. Is Bibb
Macon
County.
County is right here.
And
With
Oglethorpe
Oglethorpe.
is their big city.
And so it was giving me like sightings all the way down here. And I'm like, seriously?
Yeah.
Like that
Do
is
better,
I mean,
Georgia.
I'll still go down there. I'll still go down there because it's it's like BFE, like nothing going on down there.
I've driven a lot through Georgia. I got family down there, and there is so much wilderness. It's almost unfathomable how much wilderness there is.
Here you go. This one, I've got it marked. It's like some makeshift boat ramp, and the report was because that was in where was that?
Oh, hold on one second. I got both cats in the bus.
Yeah,
Let me close the door before they get out. Don't you run, Ogata.
Westlake.
Oh man, he ran. He ran. So that was like that was just a footprint that they found, or is that a sighting also?
That they actually had Twiggs County. Okay, it's extinct. What do you mean extinct town? Either way, they had rocks thrown at them and bad smell. Here, let me.
Okay, that's good. That's solid stuff.
Like big rocks too. Let's see.
Dusk protest.
Yeah, there you go.
Early evening, September 22nd, 23. My wife and I. Turning up back to return. We parked in the UTV near the. I can read. It's just really hard to read. It's very small print for me. Maybe I'll blow up my screen a little bit more. That ended our evening ride, and as quickly as possible, Bigfoot is not something regularly discussed in our home, but it was as far from a thought during the immediately following the incident. On the way home, the wife would smell bad, gross rocks, and that would just bring up me, or something like that, and had a holy cow moment when the search results came back as Bigfoot. When we got home, I tried to throw a similar size rock, 7 inches in diameter. That ain't no small rock. As a comparison. No, that's like getting into boulder territory. I was able to get it across a 2-lane road about 6 feet in the height of arc, or 6 feet at the height of its arc. I'm 6 foot tall, 200-pound lineman who climbs telephone poles daily, so I'm at least moderately healthy and at least average strength. And I can't see that very powerful. Who or whatever threw these stones were considerably stronger than I am, and could throw the stones around 25 feet high and 45 yards. 3+ times further and much higher than I could. I like to think that this could have been some hilarious game warden or a practical joke, but the isolation of the area combined with the fact that there's no other vehicles or ATVs within the sight or earshot makes it unlikely. It would take several days to reach this area on foot without motorized vehicles. That's interesting. That's very interesting. That seems like a solid report.
That one caught my eye. Matt actually
that's kind of stuff. Oh, Matt Moneymaker? Oh, yeah, I see it right there. I spoke with both witnesses. They were both credible and well known in the community. The wife is a real estate. If I ever file a big BFR report and that statement is there, where they're like he's well known in the community, that's a lie. But the wife is a real estate agent. Her name appears on many for sale signs in a particular suburb of Macon. How would he know that? The husband is a manager at the local internet-related company. I don't know why I'm so critical of Matt Moneymaker. It's a mystery.
Because it's just
The
I've
stuff he
met
writes.
Matt. Okay, like he's a great guy. Like you talk to him, and he's a little ambitious and a little bit passionate. But
Yeah.
aside from the rumored coke addiction.
So if this is like a makeshift like boat area, I could probably get the bus down in there, right?
Yeah, no,
There's
yeah.
probably room for it to stick in there.
I think
Hey, Lady Wolf's in chat. What's going on, Lady Wolf?
Wolf. Hi.
How Ben Holler, Joe said, look up the Lenoga helicopter attack report, supposedly debunked, but I'm still kind of on the fence. Is that the helicopter that crashed and killed a Bigfoot, and then another Bigfoot attacked them? Is that the one?
I never heard of that.
Yeah, let's look that up real fast. We're already kind of off the audio analysis. Coyote was the we debunked it. It's coyote.
I don't know. I'm still unsure
about the audio that I had.
Yeah, I'm not 100% that it's a coyote, but I'm leaning towards it.
We'll play it again before we go. Yeah. I just know, like from inside the bus when I heard it, I was like, well, it was loud. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, let's check it out.
Ah, Jesus, it's bright.
Oh, the BFRO debunked it? Is that what they're saying?
Story. Let's see. Georgia chopper crash story has been debunked. See message from P. Collins. Location was northwest of Dahlonega, about 5-6 miles in the Chattahoochee Forest, 4 miles north of Camp Darby, U.S. Army Ranger Training Camp. The crash site's in the Blue Ridge Wildlife Refuge, main NS Park access. Road was about 2 miles. Blah, 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 blah. Location. Observed. Prefatory note 1. Some but not all of the grammar, spelling, and structure from the original submission was edited for clarity. Usually we don't do this at all to preserve the voice of the witness, but it was necessary in this case due to the length of the report and by the request of the witnesses after he reread his report online. Prefatory note 2. The statements and insertions shown in brackets like this were aided by the investigator and were based on statements of the witness in the interviews. They are inserted at the relevant points to give a clear picture of events. Prefatory note 3. Recent information gathered can be found at the bottom of the report. Here's the story. 1985, I was assigned as an MP to the U.S. Army garrison in Fort McPherson, Georgia. We received an alert from my squad to go and secure the crash site of an AH-1 Cobra helicopter that belonged to the Texas Army National Guard that crashed in the Chattahoochee Forest north of the Ranger Camp. We were helicoptered into the Ranger Camp with our gear, and we boarded a deuce for the ride to the crash site. We made it to within about a quarter mile and had to carry our gear in. We relieved the Rangers that were guarding the site. The crash occurred about 12 hours earlier and set up camp. Our job was to keep people out of the area until the crash investigation team arrived and took over. The crash site was small, about 100 by 30 feet, because the Cobra crashed in one piece and then burned, so the whole area had that fuel smell and that burned flesh smell. Nice.
Yeah.
Are these? Yeah.
Now, was there a confirmed? I guess I'm asking chat this. Was there a confirmed crash? Like, did it happen? Like, did at least that part of the story true?
Hold on, let me hit back. There we go. We set up camp adjacent to the wreckage about 50 feet away and posted our guard shifts. I will not name the complete names here because of 2 reasons. Blah, 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 blah. My squad consisted of 5 men, all MPs. We finally got to the camp, set around 6 p.m., and the sun was going down. A large fire was built in our perimeter, which is pretty stupid in retrospect to the large amount of fuel on the ground from the crash.
Do we have a troll in chat, Lady Wolf? Who? I didn't see nothing. I'll allow like 20% more shit talking in my chat than HBH. I didn't see it. Is there something in there? I don't see nothing. Oh, Lady Wolf's presence scared him away. Who was it? Who was it? I want to know now. You talking shit about me? Okay, sorry to interrupt. My bad.
You're fine. Which was pretty stupid in retrospect to the large amount of fuel on the ground from the crash, and had set 4-hour shifts. Myself and SPC Sean were on the second shift, and we finally racked out about 8 p.m. to get shut-eye. Around 10 p.m., I woke to the most god-awful howl scream you could imagine, and when I looked at Sergeant Ken, Specialist Rodney, and PFC Tim, you would have thought that they saw a ghost. All three had their 45s out, cocked, locked, and ready to rock. All were visibly shaken. Myself and Specialist Sean got up and asked what the hell was that. The only answer we got was another howl scream that was about 50 feet to our east from the direction of the wreckage, at which the time Sergeant Ken started dousing the fire from a 5-gallon water can and then told us to spread out online. He told us to keep our flashlights off until he told us, and then told us to move out to the wreckage keeping online. His words were, if these locals want to fuck with the army, then let's give them what they want. At this point, as we started to move out, I could hear metal being pulled, thrown, and moved around at the crash site, and I kept looking for a light down there as I was moving. About 30 feet away, Sergeant Ken turned on his mag light, and what I saw scared the shit out of me. 3 creatures were there among the wreckage, and they were not bears. The closest one, about 10 feet away, was holding a piece of metal from the helicopter and stood on 2 legs, at least 7.5 feet tall, covered in hair, except for the face, which looked like a chimp. The one behind him, 15 feet away, was dragging part of the pilot's body from the wreckage. He or she was larger than the first one. However, it was stooped while dragging the body. My estimate was over 8 feet tall with the same facial features. I only saw the third one briefly, 40 feet away as it was fleeing. Specialist Rodney was the first one to fire after dropping the only flashlight, which sent everyone into Dodge City mode. Important detail from the interview, the flashlight was dropped before the first round was fired, so none of the rounds fired were aimed precisely at the animals. These soldiers were shooting in the dark. After Sergeant Ken got everyone to stop shooting and calmed us down, we reloaded a fresh clip and circled the wagon, so to speak. This all lasted about 20 minutes from the start to finish. However, we stayed locked and loaded till sunrise and did not move from our 360 at the wreckage. Around 6 a.m., it started getting light, so we moved out to see if we killed one of the creatures or could at least get a blood trail. We found no creature bodies or blood trails. The crash investigators arrived at 8 a.m., and we said nothing to them upon agreement, and we left and returned to Fort McPherson. So you're just not going to explain to anybody where the ammo went, because that's a tracked thing. When I think about that night, I really get the willies about what I saw. And as I said earlier, some of the guys with me absolutely refused to talk about it. I honestly think, looking back on this, that these creatures meant us no harm. They were only scavenging. I think they may have smelled the burned bodies in the same way you can smell someone barbecuing. How good it smells. They sensed a free meal, even though we were 50 feet away and were willing to take the risk. The howl scream, one of the creatures calling the others to his find. I have only talked to 2 other people about this, and because I'm still in the military, though no longer an MP, I wish to remain unknown to the public, at least until I retire in 4 years. As an investigator, you are free to contact me at any time, and I will answer your questions that I can. Other witnesses, blah, 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 time and conditions, environment. Let's see. All right.
So what determined this to be what debunked this?
Well, we're getting there. It's
okay.
Yeah, I think we still got. Oh God, yeah,
because to me, there's a lot of stuff that could be checked to see, like, did they spend ammunition on a
exactly
recovery mission? Like, that's something that you can check.
Something that the military just hands out and goes, "Here you go, have some ammo."
Yeah, that's one of the things that they actually keep track of is like where ammo is spent, and then yeah. And like people, a lot of civilians don't understand. Like when you go to a shooting range, you have to gather up every piece of brass. Like they count the brass. Like you have to get all of it.
Do not remind me.
Oh, they've been playing mornings at like 4:30 a.m. I'm out at some ammo depot, dropping off just brass, and then they're counting. Like, it's like, geez. So like, yeah, something like that would be something easily checkable, but you should be able to find through some documentation.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so primary initial investigators were Matt and Army Ranger instructor Carl J. Matt spoke with the witness by phone from Korea. I guess he was in Korea at the time. Carl J was able to confirm there was a helicopter crash with fatalities at the described location in 85. If you are one of the other witnesses mentioned in the report, please contact via the comment submission form. Witness David K and Ranger instructor Carl J would both like to speak with you about the incident. This is an animal observation case, not a criminal case. You have nothing to worry about by coming forward. No reasonable person is going to suggest that 5 MP witnesses are all crazy. As the first witness noted, this database puts your encounter in the proper context. You're not the only one who has seen these animals. Q&A with David K.
And that was the sergeant in charge of the...
I don't... No, the sergeant was Ken R.
Oh, okay.
I think Carl J says he was an Army Ranger instructor at the time, I guess. But also, I don't know.
It just seems like so.
Matt apparently got in contact with this guy because it was a ranger. I guess it was during training or whatever. He probably contacted the what was it, Fort McPherson or whatever.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's your battalion down there, and yeah, Fort McPherson, right? Is that what the 75th are?
I guess.
I don't know. I've been out too long to
Marine.
Yeah,
I know nothing.
And Rangers are kind of like their own little thing too in the Army. Like it's a
they do their own. They're on their own OFP. I think I lost you again.
And we're back. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Starlink's got a lot of battle.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Do you want to ask the question or the ant? You want to do a little
you want to do a little role play?
I'll be Matt Money. Oh yeah, you met Matt Moneymaker. You do Matt Moneymaker.
Matt Moneymaker? I don't think I can do Matt Moneymaker.
Okay, I can't think of what he sounds like right now, so
I can hear him in my head.
I'll do him. I'll do him.
Because I have a headache. Maybe Matt Moneymaker requires me to like strain to hit his energy.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta bring it. Hold on. Come on. Okay. How did David K's group explain the missing ammunition when they returned? That was a perfect Matt Moneymaker. Check it.
That was way too good.
That replay, side by side with Matt Moneymaker.
That was better than I ever could have done. That was too perfect. Okay. All right. To answer the question about the rounds, ask any MP and he will tell you that he carries his own small arms rounds. That's not right. As a matter of fact, most infantry do too. No. My section had their own rounds, and that is what we used. We had planned to do some target practice while we were there.
I mean, you get allocated so much ammunition, but it's not like you don't bring your own. Yeah, you don't bring your. I mean,
no, you don't bring it from home.
No, the Army's got you covered with that. Don't worry.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, like, let's go. Let's do it. And he's always filmed from like the side looking this way. So I feel like that's more Matt Moneymaker. But like, then I also can't read the How did they explain to the crash investigation team that the pilot's remains had been removed from the wreckage? The point of that being that the scene was supposed to be kept undisturbed until the investigation arrived. I'm killing it with Matt Moneymaker. I might just change my name to MK Moneymaker.
Oh my god.
Is he not always filmed like this? It's always this angle. And he's never
He
talking
is.
at the camera. He's just like, da, 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 da. It answered the question.
Jesus. Okay, hold on. I need to move you over here. Okay, it just did not. Oh, there we go. All right. In the interview, David Kay mentioned that the only time his unit worried about others learning what happened was the following morning. Soon after the investigators arrived, they started shouting and asking how and why the remains were outside the wreckage. Dave said his unit was very nervous.
That's the mystery. Yeah, I don't know. A helicopter falls from the sky.
Like, yeah, the helicopter falls from the sky. How did they fall out?
Yeah. This Jeep rolled over. How'd the driver end up over here? It's a mystery.
Mystery for the ages. It's important to keep in mind that the NP's order were not to keep the site completely undisturbed. Their instructions were to keep people away from the crash site. Okay, they camped at a spot where they'd be able to deter people from approaching the nearest road. They didn't need to camp right next to the wreckage. None of that matters because
yeah, you can camp wherever you feel like you need to camp at.
When a helicopter comes down, bodies don't just stay in the helicopter.
No, they kind of go wherever the body feels like going at that point.
Yeah. All right, Matt.
Okay. Can David explain why none of the three creatures were hit at such close range, although many rounds were?
David never said that none of the creatures were hit. All he knew was that his unit didn't find any dead animals the next morning, nor did they find a blood trail. That does not mean that none were hit. He doesn't know one way or the other on that. On the phone, he explained that as the guys approached the wreckage, they were holding their guns, and only one was holding a flashlight, the sergeant. After the sergeant and the rest of the unit got a good look at the animals, Jesus.
Have a good night, Lady Wolf.
Night, Lady Wolf. Look at the animals in the flashlight beam. The sergeant dropped the flashlight to go for his gun. So they were, I don't know why you have to drop your flashlight to grab your gun.
My flashlight was on my gun, but okay.
I carried a duty pistol.
But this is 85. They had those little right-angled, they had those little ones you just stuck on your vest. Right? 85. They would just be rocking those little.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I don't know. I'm not old enough for that.
I saw them in like surplus stores.
Let's see. The sergeant. So they were all suddenly laying down, panicky, cover fire, blindly in the dark. If the animals were already starting to flee, the MPs could have easily missed them. As David Kay said on the phone, all his guys were trying to do at that moment was stop the animals from dragging away the remains. Their response definitely accomplished that, regardless of the surprise factor.
Was it possible for the wreckage was hit? Wouldn't the bullet holes have raised questions?
God. Visible bullet holes in the wreckage would probably have raised questions among investigators. I assume David Kay would have mentioned it if his unit had been called back and questioned about that later. Considering that he didn't mention that, I can assume, one, they weren't called back and questioned about that, and thus either there were no bullet holes in the wreckage or they probably weren't firing towards the wreckage. Several other questions and comments have been sent in by readers who have doubts about the story. The questions range the gamut from were there any tracks to what happened to the spent shell casings after the shooting. Instead of going back to David Kay with every new question and doubt that is sent in about the story, we are going to collect those and direct them to the other witnesses when we hear from them. David Kay has told us enough. No, he hasn't. We'd like to see answers.
Wait, we're just not going to ask the guy that we know?
You just want to sit on your hands and just wait for other people to come forward?
We're going to surprise some other people with these questions. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, and let's go with a little more conspiratorial side. Like, if this is something the government's trying to keep secret, they wouldn't tell you if there's bullet holes in a wreckage. Like,
no,
they don't have to tell them. They don't have to tell us anything.
Let's see. This very unusual report has been posted to the BFRO site in order to encourage the other MPs involved to contact us with, because they're definitely going to see that, of the events that night and their descriptions of the animals that were attracted to this crash site. Various readers have responded to this report with questions and comments. Few people with military knowledge have pointed out some elements they consider to be inconsistent with standard military practice. The occurring events have been put to some active military personnel. They have said that some things seem unusual, but maybe due to slightly different practices and tolerances among different units in 1985. In that time period, we are told operational procedures in various parts of the armed forces are not as strictly uniform among all units as they eventually became in subsequent years. In other words, some units did things a little differently depending on the style of the individual supervisors. This may not be tolerated today, but the incident did occur 15 years ago. So this was done in 2000. Let's see. Some points, such as an apparent discrepancy in the asserted capacity of a .45 magazine, were later explained by David Kay as simply a difference in usage among servicemen at that time. The .45 technically holds 7 rounds, but some servicemen put only 6 rounds in the magazine to prevent jamming. Hence his reference to a 6-round magazine. That gun people. Scorpius.
I've never heard that before. I never heard like, hey, leave a couple out for safety's sake. For safety's sake, put a couple less rounds in there.
I've never heard
Scorpius
that.
asked, do 5.56 really perforate Cobra screen? Well, we're talking 45. Yeah, I would think so. I mean, a Cobra is just aluminum. As far as it's not like armored up. I think there's a little bit of armament around where the pilot sits. But I mean, I don't think it's
wearing stormtrooper helmets.
All these people just, and that's not to bash MPs, but they are, from my experience, have been a little less. They're heavily pistol trained, but I don't know. I could see some MPs not following whatever protocol that is kind of like set up, if that makes any sense. Like their job particularly is like military police, so like they're as much cops as they are. I would say they're more cops than they are kind of your standard military. They still go obviously to war and all that. Like I served with MPs, but
some do.
Some do.
All right, where did I leave off? This is one example of a circumstantial element and a superficially questionable statement that various folks have focused on. These elements are peripheral, however, to the main question the BFRO is concerned with: what animal species was encountered that night at the crash site? BFRO's investigation has conclusively established 2 important things. A helicopter crash happened in the area and time frame, David Kay said. And some of the other MPs were mentioned were among the people who guarded the crash site.
Was it confirmed that David Kay was in fact an MP in the military?
I don't know. Hopefully. Well, the update, we're getting close to the update.
Okay. Because if he was, then all of that was mute. The 6-round magazine, all that doesn't really matter because like he was in then. You know what I mean? He was.
We're assuming that at least one of the former MPs is still alive and recalls this assignment. We know some of their full names and can probably locate them, but we would like them to contact us on their own. According to David Kay, they were very reluctant to discuss it. We want to be sensitive. Both David Kay and the BFRO are confident at least one other will make a statement. It's much more likely we'll receive a full and forthcoming account instead of them being contacted out of the blue and questioned about it. If we are ever contacted, we are actually expecting to hear a somewhat different version of the story. The key thing that interests the BFRO is the description of the animals and what those animals were observed doing. If other elements of the whole story are disagreed upon between different witnesses, it would not be surprising at all, nor would it be relevant. Different people will tend to have different recollections about peripheral details and sequences. Yeah. David's story is not true. In whole or in part, we assume the other MPs involved won't hesitate to tell us so, but we haven't heard from any of them. I feel like they just wouldn't tell you. The helicopter crash site has been located. It's in the Blue Ridge Wildlife Refuge. There are 2 white crosses at the crash site, obviously memorials for the 2 pilots, along with bits of debris from the crash. The Person who found the crash is a search and rescue instructor in a nearby county in North Georgia. The instructor, Alan F., didn't look around the crash site much when he found it, but he's planning to go back there soon with a metal detector and some local off-duty sheriff officers. If there was a shooting at the site, as the witness described, with a hail of gunfire over the wreckage, there should be bullets embedded in the trees. A metal detector should be able to find. I wouldn't worry about the bullets. I'd worry about
you'd
the
never.
casing.
Oh my god, you'd be metal detecting every tree in the hopes of a 45 round being in there. That would take forever.
No, and it would be buried. With how long ago it was, it would be buried even farther in the tree than it was when they.
And you might spend half a day digging a nail out of a tree.
Yeah, exactly. A careful, well-planned, well-documented examination on the site may produce corroborating evidence.
So he debunked it, even though he admits that there could be corroborating evidence on the site. We just haven't found it yet.
It's not debunked yet.
Okay,
this is 2004. Now it's debunked here in 2010.
We got to it. We busted.
Here we go. I was with Bravo Company MP USAG at Fort McPherson in 1985 and was on the mentioned crash security mission to Camp Merrill. Very little of the story I read on your page is based in reality. Volunteers were asked to join the mission. I was not assigned. We flew to Camp Merrill in a Huey and were given a Ford cargo van and some MREs by the camp CO. When we arrived at the scene, we parked within yards of the debris. Myself and a couple others, I do not remember the other soldiers' names, but I don't recognize the ones mentioned in the article, helped the Ranger medic bag and carried the bodies to the ambulance. After receiving final instructions and everyone left, we settled in for the night. No special guard shifts were set. Nearly all of us stayed awake all night. The night was very quiet, and we passed the time talking and eating MREs. Nothing was seen or heard all night, and absolutely no weapons were discharged. The next morning, we drove back to the main camp, returned to the van, and drove back to Fort McPherson.
So, who is this guy? He doesn't have a name either.
No, he does. Patrick Calkins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, apparently he was with the fucking MPs. Yeah, he was. He said, I was with the MPs. Nothing happened that night.
Okay. But he wasn't listed with the original names or anything?
He even said that like before the night was over, they had already pulled the bodies out and got them out of there. So
okay, we're getting real laggy now. It's now for me. I don't know if you've seen that, but so I mean, so did Matt ever go back to David Kay to ask him like backup questions on what this guy's saying?
No.
Look at him. Look at that majestic man right there.
Man.
That picture, man. He's got a mane. Dude, look at him.
It's crazy.
He definitely wouldn't flip out on people for making a documentary and attacking them personally. He's not that type of person.
No.
That's odd that it's just like one person to be like, oh, I was there, nothing happened. But
yeah, that is kind of weird. But at the same time, like, it's weird for a dude to be like, yeah, there was 5 other people with me, but naming them and like
got to a gunfight.
Like obviously they're only telling us, like, hey, this is what happened. Like, they don't put their evidence on here. So like, I don't know. It's weird. I'm
with Joe. I think that needs to be checked out. He mentioned taking me. We should bring the whole gang down there, and we should camp out there. Let's do it. I'm gonna bring my 6-round magazine for my 45.
Hell yeah!
Now I will say with that though, I had a lucky magazine for my AR when I finally got one of those, M4, and I was supposed to turn it in to get new ones. I just kept that one, and I kept using it. So like, I can understand someone having like a lucky magazine and not really putting as many rounds as he's supposed to be into, like stuff like that. To me, that felt like he was kind of like peppering doubt, you know what I mean, to build up to like, oh, okay, well, here we go. But if the guy was in the military, then all that stuff's mute anyway. Like, okay, he has 6 rounds in his 45. Okay,
yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know, 45s haven't been used since God, when?
But people have been talking in the chat. I guess the Army phased them out by 98, or the Marines phased them out by 98. I think the Marines were still using 45s up until the 2000s. That's probably too young for you, but I know the Army went to Beretta, and they had all been Berettas by the time we got into the 90s, I would think. Someone was talking about it in chat. Who was it? Looking for it now.
Let's see. Marine Corps, along with the rest of the armed forces, adopted the Beretta M9 as its primary sidearm in 1985. The M9 replaced the 1911 A1 in 1990.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, okay, that's what I was thinking of. The Marine variant had that. Yeah, because I know Marines are still rocking some variant of it.
The M9A1.
Yeah. Which was cooler than the Beretta, in my opinion.
We always get the cool stuff. No, we don't get the
cool stuff. It's always used, but it's good stuff.
Yeah, it's used.
It's used.
Our favorite saying is, "We do more with less, and the Army does less with more."
That's probably true. Yeah, I will give you that. Because when we were getting our new loadout for Afghanistan, the M240 Bravos, we got the updated M240 Limas that were lighter. And I was like, what are you guys going to do with these Bravos? Because everybody's loading them up. And they're like, oh, they're going to the Marines. I was like, oh, okay.
We still have them. I was servicing them whenever I got out.
We even got the high-speed 50 cals, too. They came out with the new 50 cals that were lighter.
The A1s?
Yeah, the A1s. You no longer needed... I never got to mess with those, but they said you didn't have to do the headspace timing on those, which I don't know how that would be true. Oh, really? You don't have to do that?
Nope, not with the A1.
Damn, that's weird. Oh, wow. I wonder how that works.
I wish I could. I wasn't an armorer. I helped the armorers with the gun stuff when they needed help, but I was an optics tech, so I was doing the night vision and stuff.
Whoa, Appalachian Magic says 240 Bravos were suckage. Wait a minute now. I like me some 240 action. I'm a 240 lover. I like those.
It was the 249s that were not good. I mean, they were good guns, but they would lock up like nobody's business.
Yeah, I was a 249 gunner at my first half of my deployment. Then I got the M4 because they said I was too intimidating for doing because we had to go to these command centers with all these professional people, and I was just I was SFAT, so I was just security, and I don't know.
Too intimidating.
They would failure to if you were walking around with the chain belt laid in there, they would jiggle kind of out where they wouldn't fire right away, and you'd have to lift it up, throw it back down. So that was the biggest issue with that. And then they added they've always had this magazine thing, so you could throw in a magazine if you're out of ammo, and that's useless. It was the most useless thing. They could have just cut that off.
Yeah, that's stupid.
But this has been people love us. They want us to do a show every week.
I know, apparently.
I'm down. We'll work on it. Yeah. We'll do something. Scribe, for anybody who doesn't know, she runs my Discord, and it's very well put together. I don't even know how to navigate it. I'm still learning. I've been using the announcement page.
Yeah, you have. Only after one time of me telling you, Joe.
The thing is, though, it's so tempting just to throw it in the group. It's just so easy to throw it out there. But I'll keep doing it.
Thank you.
I'm about out of power. I think I'm at 50%. Starlink's giving me shit. But this has been a fun show. It went from audio analysis. I learned how to do that, and then we got into we gotta go check out this helicopter site. If Halban Holler's still in the chat, we gotta do this. He mentioned me and Deathwish going down there, but I think you gotta come along too. We gotta send the whole group down there.
Let's do it.
All right. Coming on. Thanks for teaching me.
I'm assuming you're saying thank you because you're cutting out, but you're welcome.
Yeah, I'm good. All right. But all right, let me remove this down. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming out. This has been a fun live stream. It went from I feel like it was a shit show the first 10 minutes, and then it really kind of turned into something. It bloomed.
I think it was because of me.
Yeah, you definitely helped out. You definitely brought a lot to it. We got to do a. I'm down for doing a weekly show. We just got to figure it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Right on. All right, everybody. That's MK Ultra. Subscribe.
Subscribe.
We're out. Everybody have a good afternoon. Is there a show on tonight? Is anyone doing anything? What's everyone watching?
I have to do college stuff, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think there's not much going on Thursday nights. All right, everybody. Have a great night. Oh, we still here? All right, everybody. That was Scribe, Becca. That was awesome. This was a fun show. I want to do more of this type of stuff. That was really fun. Later, everybody. Have a good night. I got to go start this bus up. Get as much juice as I can in to take on the night. And now that I know how to kind of work this audio, the spectrogram, I'm going to work on that too. Because I don't need the internet for that. I can just work on it from the computer. That's charged up right now. So take it easy. Thanks for everyone for showing up. Thanks for all the support, all the love. I've been really feeling it this week, and it's been motivating me. And I definitely need it because I've definitely had like a lot of crash outs in the past 2 weeks up here. But I'm good. I'm jazzed up. I'm ready to do this. Later.